going on, Foodie Gang? What is going on? We are here. We are here. What's going on, Soapbox? Okay, you guys. So we are doing a 7K thank you celebration because we have finally reached 7,000 subscribers. And I am super, super excited about it. I also received some gifts, so I wanted to do this live stream to thank those that sent me the gifts. I really appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, support the channel also so that we can continue to cook and do what we do until we get to as many subscribers as God wants us to have. And oh, subscribe to all my other channels and all that good stuff. We're making turkey spaghetti. I know you guys have seen me make spaghetti on here 1,000 times, but I love spaghetti, and right now what's going on is people are going to be losing their EBT, their food stamps, and we have got to budget. Budget. If you don't have a lot of money, I'm telling you, spaghetti is a good one. So, and then I have a lot of turkey. It was 29 cents a pound. So, we making spaghetti again, y'all. Okay, and then I got these apples and some gum. Shout out to the content creator who sent me these. And then also, okay, you guys know how Ava started her Christmas list on Amazon? We got a gift from Amazon, and we were so surprised. So, that's on the table. I'll show you guys that a little bit later. Yeah. So, we have all our ingredients here. Sometimes you guys will see me use pre-made spaghetti sauce, but today we're gonna make it from scratch. So, we have our turkey here, a whole bunch of seasonings. Y'all know I like to season my food. We also have Worcestershire sauce, 2 cans of crushed tomatoes. We have some tomato sauce that we're going to put in there. Onion here, garlic. We got our noodles here. Sometimes I use spaghetti noodles, sometimes I use angel hair, and honestly, I've made spaghetti so many damn times. Thank you so much. I've made spaghetti so many times that I have used all the noodles that you can think of. Pasta is really just a shape. So, but we're going to be using angel hair pasta today. And then, let me go over my seasonings. Are y'all ready? I put a lot of seasonings in my spaghetti, and I'd be very serious about it. Oregano, Italian seasoning, basil, garlic powder. We have pepper flakes, onion powder, salt and pepper. And what's really good too is if you put Cajun seasoning in your spaghetti. I don't do it because Ava's gonna be like, it's too high. But Cajun seasoning in spaghetti is delicious. Thank you so much. Y'all are so sweet to me. Okay, I'm gonna start by cutting up the garlic and onion, and then we're gonna just hop right into it. Y'all know how this go. We done made spaghetti so many times on this channel. Okay, and this is my trick. When you don't have a non-slip mat, this is what you do. You get a napkin, right? You wet the napkin. It's wet over here. So you wet it real good under the water. I'm gonna wet it some more. So you take your wet napkin, then you unroll it. You put it under your cutting board, and this keeps it from sliding. Look at that. Another trick to save money. Y'all, I've been broke for so long. I know a whole bunch of tricks. That's why everybody crying and stuff about not having no EBT, not having no stands. They're talking some, how we gonna feed our kids? Like, what are you talking about? You know, like I said, I have been having to make it work for so long that now it's easy to me, and not only that, it's easier to me, and I can teach how to save money to other people. And I don't think anything is wrong with watching your budget and saving money, no matter what your financial situation is at the moment, because let's be real here. You honestly do not know what is going to happen tomorrow. We know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So we can't say, oh, we're going to have this job forever. No. You're supposed to save money all the time. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And hey, Lo Max, how are you doing? We're making some turkey spaghetti. We got some apples here that we were sent. And some gum. And then, we're just chilling today. We got a lot of goodies. We're at 7K. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I really did not think that we would be at 7K before Halloween. But let me tell you something. We are going to be at 8,000 subscribers in probably like the next 2 days. Or definitely before Halloween. So what I'm thinking is we can get to 10,000 subscribers before Christmas. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? And then what I'm going to do here very, very soon is I'm going to get the pan out and get it kind of hot. Because my pans take, like, in my opinion, they take a good amount of time to heat up. They take a good amount of time to heat up because they're thick bottom pans. And it's not the same. It's different from when you go get the little cheap pans. When you pay some good money for your pans, and they got that thick bottom on there where stuff don't burn super easy. Thank you so much. When they don't burn super easy, they take longer to heat up, in my opinion. Yes, but the goal is for us to get to 10,000 before, or not before, but by Christmas. And you know what? That was kind of my goal. Like, before the next year, I want to get to 10,000. But we've had some events happen that have just gone really great for us. Our videos are doing really, really great. I know the government is shut down right now, and a lot of people are mad about it. Or not just mad, but affected by it. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I do want the government to reopen soon so that people that are federal workers cannot, you know, be in a position where they don't know where they're going to. I got a call. Look, I've been here this whole day. Ain't nobody called me. And as soon as I hop up on here, they want to call. Ava! Ava has a phone. I'm calling my sister on her phone. But I know that I want the government to reopen so that the federal workers can, you know, get paid. You got me twisted. If you think I'm gonna go to work and not get paid, grab your phone and call Toya. Now, when I first started YouTube, I was working and not getting paid. But to go to a physical job that was paying you and then all of a sudden you don't get paid is crazy. What were you saying, Ava? Go grab your phone. So I can call Toya. Ava, you want to say hi to the foodie gang when you get back? But the government shutdown has kind of been working out for me as a content creator. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But like I said, I do want the government to reopen because there are people that gotta feed their kids. You know what I'm saying? They gotta, and then it's like gas is expensive, especially if you're on the West Coast. And you want me to come to work every day and you don't got no money for me? Yeah, you got me twisted. Okay, so I'm gonna get this out of here. I'm gonna push this.
Call it here. Here, take the phone.
Ava, you want to say hi? Okay, I'm gonna show you Ava. Is it calling? Hello? Hey, oh, I was telling you I'm on live. Yeah, I'm on live right now. Tune in. I'll call you after. I'll call you after my live. Alright. You can add a question. I didn't know that. You can add questions now. Should we ask him a question, Ava?
Yeah.
I'm okay. If something happens, I'll restart the live stream because it's very finicky. Michelle said exactly. Oh, okay, it got kind of stuck. Kenny said I have a fist tattoo on the same spot. Mine says RKO. What does RKO stand for? Yeah, I have this one. It was a henna that I got in Hawaii, and I really, really loved it, so I got it tattooed.
And she got another one.
This
So
one. These are the only two that I have.
I think she should get another one.
Oh, WWE RKO. Oh, is that the name of a? I'm kind of scared to hit the buttons, but then I kind of want to try it at the same time.
I'll do it.
No. Then I'm gonna be mad at you. If you want me to be mad at you?
No.
Oh, Ava. Okay, so tell them how your day was. Oh, show them your gift, Ava. Go ahead and make your little, you know. Okay, that's not the one. Oh, I can do a goal. Okay. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Okay, so tell them where it's from and all that stuff, Ava.
It's from Stanley, I think.
Yes, and where is it? Like, where did he just pick this up from?
Got from Amazon.
Tell them about your list.
My Amazon wish list.
For Christmas.
I have to wait like 2 months just to
Okay, no, tell them about your list for the people that don't know.
So, I have an Amazon wish list, and I got an Amazon wish list, and Stanley actually bought an item.
Yeah, so her Amazon or her Christmas list is in the
crazy?
chat. Nightbot will drop the link, and you guys can buy my baby some gifts if you want to. You know, bless your heart. And then we will open it on Christmas Day. And we already received a Christmas gift. Stanley, you got me out here looking dusty because I don't even have any gifts for my baby yet. You can put it on paper. I just wanted you to tell me about your list.
But she knows what it is, but I don't.
And that's the way it's supposed to be.
I might guess what this thing is.
No, not on camera. All right, Ava. You going to come back later?
Yeah.
When the food is ready?
Yeah, if you let me go.
Yeah. So her Amazon or her Christmas list. I like to call it a Christmas list because that's really what it is. It's for Christmas, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we got the pan on. The pan is heating up. And like I said, my pans take a while. So while we're waiting for that to heat up, I'm going to cut up some garlic over here. And I got my onions cut up. Okay, so I put onions in a lot of my food. So a couple of you guys have already started teasing me. And then with the half of the onion that I'm not going to use, what I do is I put it in a Ziploc bag. And then I put it in the fridge. And I save it for the next time that I'm cooking and that I need onions. When you are in the kitchen, you should not be wasting any food. When you waste food, that is money. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Ava is homeschooled because I am home all day, and so I want to homeschool her. And I feel like kids can learn, every kid learns differently, right? Kids can learn more at being at home versus in a school. Because, right, and you know what? I am so glad I chose to homeschool her this year. Because look at what's going on with the schools. They're taking away free lunch. The teachers are underpaid. Do you want underpaid? Or they're underpaid, but now they're not even getting paid. Do you want that type of person teaching your kid? There's 27 students in a classroom to one teacher. So as far as the education goes, I think it's not everyone can homeschool, but if you're able to, homeschool your kids. Quit sending them up to that school. Because honestly, the school cares about whether your kid is in that seat so that they can get the government money. Or, you know what I'm saying? Get the money. So I chose to homeschool her because I feel like she can get a better education one-on-one. And she also does gymnastics, and with her doing gymnastics, it's an extreme sport. She's tired. Going to school 5 days a week and then doing gymnastics 9 hours a day or 9 hours a week. She was tired. And I saw that, you know what I'm saying? So, and you know what she told me? She said, I like this way better than school, and I don't ever want to go back to school. She's doing division. She's actually doing algebra. Like, so she even said herself, this is, from her. She said that she's learning better. And when she was in class in the class, there was things that she really didn't understand. Like, it would take her longer to understand math or a certain type of equation. It's like, because you have all those students in the classroom. Now, I went to public school, and if you have to go to public school, there's nothing wrong with it. Because there's nothing wrong with me. I think I'm pretty smart. But I kind of wish I would have been homeschooled. Because another thing about school that I don't like is the bullying. Kids are hella mean these days. Meaner than ever. And one thing that did happen to me when I went to school is I was bullied a lot. A lot. Middle school, it really started in high school. I was bullied. And it's like, I don't want my daughter to have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But if she ever wants to go back to school, I'm going to be like, okay, let's go. I'm not tripping. But this is our first time trying homeschool, and I love it so much better. And just because also I'm someone that does have a disability, I just had brain surgery. So for me, not having to get up every day and go to the school and pick her up and drop her off really does help me out as well. It's, and it's really taking out our hectic schedule too, because we have gymnastics, she has school, and it's like, I can't do all that running around like I used to be able to do right away. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take me time to work my way back up to that. Like I said, this is the first year that we have done homeschooling. Got a little water in there, and I am so glad that I chose to pull my baby out of that school. Cause what's going on now is some BS. As far as the teachers not being overworked, underpaid, the free lunch is taken away. Now those kids are gonna be hungry and gonna be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So that was, there was a lot of reasons why I chose to homeschool Ava, and like I said, I'm happy with my decision. I'm happy. I dodged a big bullet, and it worked out better for us. My friend was telling me too. He was like, "Oh, Kimmy, like I said, Ava has a ton of damn friends, a ton." And like I said, she's in gymnastics. Gymnastics is the year-round sport. If I didn't have her in gymnastics, I would make sure I put her in something where she's around kids. So Ava has tons of friends. They come, and the kids, she went to school, kindergarten, first grade, second grade. She made a lot of friends. And the kids in the neighborhood always come over and see if she can play. I'm not worried about Ava being social. And then, thank you so much, Kevin. And we're going to put a little bit of onions in here, and I need to hurry up and cut the garlic up. Oh, and then the homeschool program that we go to, they have a lot of field trips. And we weren't able to make the ones in the beginning of this school year, but they have one coming up to a museum. So they just do a lot of fun stuff too for the kids. They have like a lot of field trips. They had a picnic. So we're gonna go on a field trip. That's the plan, at least. like I said, this is my first time doing homeschool, and we will see how it goes. But so far, I really, really like it, and I feel like Ava is learning so much at home, like real life experience. And it's crazy how like them kids be going to school, they don't know how to cook, they don't know nothing about swiping a card, they don't know anything about home life or real life. And it's like, what the hell are y'all up in here teaching them? You know what I'm saying? So, and then also, by me being a content creator, I'm able to teach Ava this as far as content creation, which I think is very, very important. You know, teaching her how to like go to school and then, you know, go to work pretty much. And I'm able to do cooking with her. So I just think I'm really glad that I decided to do it. And honestly, when I look at what's going on now with this government shutdown, I said, man, how did I know? How did I know I needed to pull my baby about that school? Because you think, I don't know, I don't think the teachers are getting paid. I'm going to have to double check. But teachers already don't make a lot of money. And you're having somebody teach your kid in a classroom full of 27 students. Some of them are even up to 30. And right now in Anchorage, what's going on is that they're going to start closing down some of the schools. So when they do that, what they're going to do is they're going to have to consolidate those kids. Because they have to go to school, right? So now now the classrooms are going to be even more crowded than they were before. And I was like, man, I'm so glad I am just out. I'm just not even in the mix. And then, y'all, when you gotta go to school in the winter, it be dark, it be icy, and Ava's parking lot at her school, in the winter. So now I'm gonna sew this up and then we're gonna put in the garlic. Her school in the winter, the pickup line was terrible. And let there be like a little ice storm or something. The pickup line, I don't miss that part. But if you have to take your babies to school, public school, I grew up in public school. Ain't nothing wrong with public school. If you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But if you can avoid it and you're someone that can homeschool your kids, you know, give it a try. If you don't like it, send them back to school. And then those freaking kids, not all of them, but some of them are really, really bad. I don't even want my kids socializing with them kids, or some of them. Not all of them are bad, but some of them do be like cussing. No. Okay, so now we're gonna put in our garlic. We're gonna play the music. We're gonna put in our garlic. We're gonna give it a stir. Pretty soon here, we're gonna add in our seasons. And then when you're stirring this around, try to break the ground beef up. You can do meatballs if you want, but I love a meat sauce. Love it. Absolutely love meat sauce. It's what I grew up on. And you know what's crazy? Sometimes someone can go to school and still not be good at socializing. Just because you're in school doesn't necessarily mean that you're socializing, you know, or having the right type of socializing. But she's in a year-round sport. She's playing with her friends from the neighborhood. Gonna be taking her to events around town and like to the museum. And when it gets summer, again to the parks. I'm not worried about it. And then like I can always find more kids or some event to take her to where she can socialize. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now we're gonna go on with the seasonings. And with ground beef, you normally have to drain it because it has a lot of fat on there and grease. But because turkey is lean, you don't have to do that. So I have some ground chicken, and I was like, ooh, what am I gonna do with this? So we're gonna put a little bit of that in there. And I don't know if the chat is stuck. Oh my gosh, you guys, the chat is stuck. Y'all been talking to me and I couldn't even see it. Can we say I feel like public school shaped me so much as a person, even though I rarely talked and was an introvert. An odd concept. Yeah, I was kind of to myself and kind of quiet. Ground beef makes the whole house sing. I don't know what kind of ground beef you cooking or what you're cooking. My food be having the house smelling good. I don't know what you got going on there. We're gonna put a little garlic powder in there. I'm sorry. Um, I do feel like public school shaped me also, but I also feel like I went through a lot of trauma just from dealing with all those kids. Cause I have learned over time, I'm just not like everybody else. Hey, El Chivo, I'm just not like everybody else. And I'm gonna put a little grease in here because it's kind of burning. I am not like everybody else. I was always a little bit different, a little bit quiet to myself, really into politics. And that didn't really go over well with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm a Libra gang. I just celebrated my birthday. We're gonna put a little bit of onion powder in here. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm supposed to be telling y'all. And shout out to El Chipo. Thank you so much for sending the hands. Yes, we're making spaghetti today. And we're at 7K. We're going to be at 8K very, very soon here. And when we get off of here, I got another food stamp video to show y'all that I'm going to be coming out with. We're going to, while this government shutdown is going on, I'm going to take full advantage of this food stamp situation. And we're going to keep talking about it because this is what we do here. We literally cook and we literally eat. Thank you, El Chivo. And shout out to El Chivo. I met her in Vegas. We had a good time. I'm going to see her again in the future. So, I'm going to put my tomato sauce in here. And I'm not going to drain it, like I said, because I have ground beef. And turkey. Ground turkey. I'm not going to drain it because I have ground turkey. No, Ava is... Ava's an Aries. I don't know how I forgot that. She's an Aries, and that's... Y'all, I don't know if y'all know any Aries, but woo! It's a lot to handle with Aries. I don't think anybody in my family is a Libra besides me. Okay, and we're making our spaghetti sauce from scratch. You can make it from scratch, or you can buy you a can of spaghetti sauce. I'm not one of those people who will look down on people for what they do or don't do in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your kitchen. Your time is your time. Not everybody got time to cook. And I know, because I was doing Uber Eats. Okay, I like to put a little bit of water in the can. And I'm trying to look, I'm going to teach y'all how to save some money, okay? You bought the whole can. You might as well try to use as much as you can. Put a little water in there. Give this a stir. Oh, I forgot to put the Worcestershire sauce in here. Yeah, put a little bit of water in the can. Y'all better save y'all money out here, okay? You see all them food stamp meltdowns? They melting down for a reason. But thank you, El Chivo, for supporting the channel. Do you have any favorite seasonings? Yes, Mrs. Dash and Cajun Two-Step are my favorite seasonings. It's weird. I kind of go through phases. But when I was in Georgia, I was there recently this summer, right? And one of the seasonings I used a lot there was this Kinder's roasted garlic or wood fire garlic. Here, I'm gonna show it to y'all. This right here, this Kinder's wood fire garlic was my favorite, right? And then when I got back home, I was like, I don't like it no more like that. But you can see how empty the bottle is. How much I used. I used a lot, and then I was like, But I really like Mrs. Dash and Cajun two-step. And I love garlic. Okay, we're going to open this other can. We're going to open both of these cans, actually. You guys remember that story? Hey, Savannah. How you been? Oh, yeah, you had surgery. How's everything going for you? We're doing turkey spaghetti. Someone sent me some apples over here, and Ava got a gift from Amazon. And we're just celebrating our 7K subscribers, and we chilling. Hey, what's up, Goat? What's up? Okay, y'all remember that story that they used to tell people that when the cans were on the plane, a rat crawled over the top of them and peed on them? So then you gotta wash the cans off? Do y'all remember that story? Thank you, Slim Jim. Yeah, we over here doing big things. We over here doing big things. And y'all know I gotta wipe the stove off. I can't do dirt. I don't know how people have dirty houses. I cannot take it. I cannot take it. Like, if y'all walked in my house, you guys probably would be surprised I even have a kid. Because I'd be like, Ava, keep that in your room. Ghost, I wash them off regardless. But do y'all remember that story? I'm like, and do y'all remember how they used to say when you eat ramen noodles, you get tapeworm? I actually looked it up online. That is not true. I think our parents just didn't want us eating up all the noodles. Okay, so we were making spaghetti. We got our sauce going. We trying to taste it here. I feel like I need to add some more seasonings in there. I just know. I could feel it. But yes, y'all remember they used to say when you eat ramen noodles like raw and you like crunch them up in the pack, they used to say that it gives you tapeworm. And so one day I was like, man, I'm gonna ask Google. Cause like, is this just a myth or did we just hear this? You know what I'm saying? It's a myth. I'm gonna put a little bit of this in there. I wanted to put it in there when I was actually cooking the turkey, but I forgot. The story of my life. I'm gonna get a different spoon. Ooh, things are falling. That's the one thing about being on live. When it goes down, you gotta roll with it. And Kimmy said they look like tapeworm. Yeah, but you know, there were just certain like things that they would tell us when we were young. Most of that stuff is not even true. Like, I don't know who started that. I don't know who told. And I wash my cans off anyway. But y'all remember that story? Like, it's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna put a little tomato sauce in here. Or see, I feel like I haven't made spaghetti in a while. I made some when I was in Georgia, but I used pre-made sauce. Yeah, we over here doing big things. Yeah, we finna be celebrating 8K in a couple of days. We're gonna have to figure something out. What we gonna do? That's why. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was very tired today. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I was like, I don't know. I was very tired today, and so I was like, dang, I really don't want to film. So I had some coffee before I got here, and I was like, if I don't do this show today, I ain't gonna be able to do it. And you know what I'm saying, in a couple of days. Kimmy said YouTube is boosting her. I think I just got here a few days ago, and I will say that I agree with you. I've been making a couple of videos that have been like kind of like a trending topics, you know, like everybody's talking about the government shutdown. But I do feel like YouTube does boost certain channels, and I do feel like they be shadow banning some channels too. Or if you're not talking about anything that's like relevant, they're not gonna put you in the algorithm. Or you're gonna be in there, but you're gonna be down at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of tomato sauce. Okay, I have our water back here, and I put a little bit of salt in the water. Let's turn that up. And we're glad you're here, Kimmy. You are TikTok's group 7. You know what? I have a TikTok, but I just don't post much on TikTok. And I've never even gone live over there. And I was like thinking like, oh, one day I'm gonna go live over there, but I just automatically go to YouTube every time. And then go say you gave me an idea for a short. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to his YouTube channel. Can we say how much salt do you put in? Okay, so I have a recipe already for turkey spaghetti that I will make sure I put in this video description. I believe I put about 1 teaspoon of salt in here, but like I said, I have a recipe already written down for this. Because I have made spaghetti so many times on this channel. I have made low carb spaghetti with spaghetti squash. I've made beef spaghetti. Just all type of different spaghetti. I think I even did it with rotini before. All type of spaghetti recipes on here. So I will make sure I add that recipe to this video description. You guys know that all the videos that I've made recently, I made all those off my phone. And I just want to let you guys know that it doesn't matter if you have a little bit of money or a lot of money. What matters is the fact that you do not give up and you work with what you have. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, everyone feels like when they start YouTube, they got to have, like, a studio. They got to have monitors and laptops. Everybody can't afford that right off the bat. Sometimes you gotta work, grind, get the money, and then invest in all that stuff. Oh, can we say how much salt you put in the water? Half a teaspoon. And if you can't cook, you're in the perfect place. I thought you meant in the spaghetti. Put about half a teaspoon or a couple of dashes of salt. Doesn't have to be a lot. They told me when I was in culinary school that it's to like season the water and it keeps them from sticking together. I just always put salt in my water. And Kimmy said that was back in the day. Yes, everyone doesn't have a lot of money. You don't have to be rich to start YouTube. And people have this conception that's like, I gotta get this, this, and this to start this business. Sometimes you just need to start the business with what you have right then and there, and then later on when you start seeing money coming back, then you can invest. You know what I'm saying? So I made all those videos on my phone though. I used to have a gaming laptop, but I have to get another one. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna taste this. Okay, my rule on double dipping. And Kimmy, that, you know what I have learned from this channel is that everyone doesn't cook. And that's okay, because I'm here to teach you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be one of the people who's like, you don't know this, you don't. That's just so, I hate when people do that. Okay, double dipping. If you try some and you're feeding other people, you need to get a new spoon. Yep. That's true, Kimmy. The phones have really good quality, so you really don't need a computer. And if you have your phone, like all those people on TikTok, they be shooting their videos with their phone. You gotta make it work. You can't be sitting around making excuses like, I ain't got this, I ain't got that, so I can't do this. It's so irritating. And maybe I'm more irritated because In the past like week, I have probably watched over like 300 food stamp videos. I have probably watched like 300 food stamp videos, and I've made so many videos, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I am so sick of these people complaining. Like, how are we gonna feed our kids? What are you talking about? How are you gonna feed your kids? Man, does no one has that much power over me where I'm like, how are we gonna eat? That's too much power to give anybody. Okay, so we're making turkey spaghetti. We're gonna eat some apples later on. Um, we got the water on back here with a little bit of salt in it. The water is getting hot. I can see it on the lid start to bubble up. When you put your noodles in here, in the water needs to be boiling. I like to crack my noodles in half so that's easier for me to eat and easier for Ava. You can crack them in half or keep them whole. Whatever you want to do is fine. Yes, thank you so much, Kimmy. Yes, I do a lot of cooking. I know a lot of y'all might just be here recently from the because of the food stamps, but cooking is where I started at. It's what I do, and yeah, it's normally I'm cooking on live. One day I'm gonna get good at like making those little videos. You know when they be doing them videos, they be cooking, all the editing. I feel like this sauce needs something. I kind of want to put some of this in there. I'm gonna put a little bit of this in there. The Kinders in there. Oh, I did this when I was in Georgia and my spaghetti was freaking bomb. Okay, so always taste your food when you're cooking. Do not stress out if what you're cooking doesn't come out right, because you will just take what you have learned from that experience and apply it to next time. You know, I have made a lot of meals that have not worked out. I just don't be sharing those meals with y'all. But I'm like, so don't get discouraged when you cook and it doesn't work out. Like don't be hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just take it as a learning experience and do better next time. Confidence said thyme, rosemary, oregano, sage. Those do sound good. Is that what you're putting in your spaghetti? I use okay, so Italian seasoning has basil and oregano in it. Oh, okay. Italian seasoning has oregano, thyme, rosemary. So like, yeah, everything you just named. Um, ba- basil and sage. But I like to add additional oregano and basil to my spaghetti. One thing you guys have learned about me is I like to season my food. Like, ah, that's why it's hard for me to eat out. But when I was in Georgia this summer, the food was amazing. Seasoned so well and all of that. Thing was seasoned so well. So we're going to give it another taste. Okay, then at this point, you want to just bring it down low because like, you don't want it to start getting too hot. And then let it just cook. I think that's honestly spaghetti is better the next day because it sits with all those flavors overnight and it's just so much better the next day. So at this point you're gonna just let it cook, let it kind of do its thing. I normally do like to put a little bit of sugar in my sauce. I know that a lot of people do not agree with that, but let me tell you something. When you're in the store and you're buying pre-made spaghetti sauce, the sugar is already in there. If they put sugar in the spaghetti sauce. You don't believe me? If you don't believe me, when you go to the store next time and you get spaghetti sauce, turn the can over and look at it. There's gonna be sugar in there. So some of y'all don't know what's going on out here anyway. I have seen sugar. I haven't seen carrots before. But that makes sense though, because it's like adding a little bit of sweetness to it. Oh, that's a bolognese sauce, which is pretty much a meat sauce. They do put carrots in it. So people are like, oh, I don't put sugar in my spaghetti sauce. Okay, but then you go to the store and you buy spaghetti sauce. It already has sugar in there. Y'all don't even know what y'all eating. Y'all don't even know what's going on out here. Okay, so after we get off live today, I've already edited this video. It's not set up to come out yet, but after we get off live today, I have another video that I'm going to put out. Kimmy say, I need some help for the manufacturer. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I think what it's really about is if you're willing to cook. Because there are some people who are like, I absolutely hate cooking, and I'm not even going to try. That's when, in my opinion, is when it becomes a problem. You don't even want to try? Damn. You know? Okay. The water is boiling. We're going to get our noodles put in here. Like I said, I like to crack my noodles in half, and when I crack them, I always do it over the sink. Yeah, but some people don't even want to try to cook. And then you don't have to crack them in half. I like to, especially the right side of my face is not moving yet. It's still kind of paralyzed. So for me, this makes it easier for me to eat them. And for the little one too. But I know the Italians don't crack them in half and they really frown upon this. But do I look Italian? Do I care? No. I'm thinking about how it's going to be when I'm eating. and they came in my chat. I was like, look, bro, I don't gotta freaking buy. Hey, Amber, what's that on up? I was like, look, I'm not Italian. I'm freaking black. Okay, so when I get done with this spaghetti, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it all up in one pot. Look, we eat spaghetti in one pot. Some people like to have the noodle separate and the sauce. Cool, do what you want. But I'm going to do what I want. And in my mind, there is really no wrong way to cook. Besides, you need to wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Anthony. Yes, we got a pro in the chat. We got Emperor. I'm debating whether I should cook all these noodles. Okay, hey, Jarek. Okay, and then also when you're cooking, if you drop something on the floor, like how I dropped that spatula, don't bend down and grab it right away unless you are prepared to wash your hands. So for me, I'm going to reach down and grab that spoon when I'm done cooking. And yes, y'all subscribe to Emperor's Gaming channel. He is the hardest working man on YouTube and the Lord of the moderators. I'm telling you, it's very, very impressive. And I don't even try to compete with Emperor. I know I'm just not that good of a moderator. I know it. But you know what? What I realized is that no matter what I do, somebody's gonna be mad at me. So I don't even care. But like I said, I just had brain surgery in July. So this side of my face still isn't really working. It's not really moving. I'm getting a little bit of the feeling back, but it's still like paralyzed pretty much on one side of my face. So for me, breaking them in half is going to make it easier for me to be able to eat them. But somebody's blood is boiling right now. Kimmy, so, okay, so, Chad, when you guys were growing up, did you ever cook with your parents? How do so many people not know how to cook? And I'm not asking not to be rude. I'm kind of just... Did they just cook all the meals and they didn't let you do it? My mom, I think... Now I look back and I was like, this woman played me. She had me peeling all the potatoes, cutting all the stuff up. She put me to work. Hey, Stanley, what's going on? My mom put me to work. She said, you going to help with this food. No, my mama was I want to do everything myself, Mom. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to put a timer on for these noodles. Because I'll be over here talking and forget. I know some moms like that want to do everything by themselves. And it's easier that way. But in the long run, it doesn't really teach the kids what they need to know. And sometimes when I'm in the kitchen, I kind of just want to cook it all myself and be done. But then I have to think, like, Ava can't learn from this. So I've even done episodes where she will cook, and y'all see me like in the background, like kind of like freaking out. But that's necessary for her to learn. And I have to realize that she is young. She is learning. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, Jen X. Said, oh, I'm very sorry. Hope you heal quickly. Yes, I'm healing really, really well. And that's another reason why I was telling you guys in the beginning of this live stream that I'm actually very happy that I decided to homeschool Ava for this year, so that I don't have to deal with the pickup and drop off every day and having to be around all those people. You know, I can kind of like heal properly so I don't have to rush out of the house. Dang, Kimmy, that's crazy. He said, I'm only learning how to cook eggs. Wow. I did not know, because when I grew up, I cooked. You know, my mom always had me help her in the kitchen. She was like, I want you to learn this. But, you know, so I didn't know that, not everyone's family is like that. And it's like, dang, that kind of sucks. Because it's like, I'm going to put a little bit of sugar in here. It sucks that not everyone learns how to cook. I'm just kind of sugar in the raw. Okay, this is why I'm adding sugar. When you have tomatoes, they're very acidic. And that's why they put sugar in spaghetti sauce. Because the tomatoes are very acidic. Anytime you use a tomato product, even in the kitchen, they add sugar to cut down on the acidity. If you are someone that says that you don't add sugar to your spaghetti, then you better not get a pre-made sauce off the shelf. Dang, Kimmy, you weren't allowed on the stove even when you were a teenager? But my mom put us to work. She was like, you want all this food? Well, then you need to get your ass up and help me. It's kind of like, was like her mindset. Oh, we grew up very, very humble too. See, at least that sweet peppers instead of sugar. Sweet peppers is a good idea, or that's probably why. Or you can add carrots, like someone said earlier. That's a good idea. Exactly, I learned that from an Italian girl I dated back in college. Ever said he done dated the world, all type of cultures. But I just never knew that people were growing up not cooking. You know, that's kind of makes me sad, because I feel like cooking is also a really fun activity for kids, because it's like they get to, be creative, they get to do stuff, you know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. Are you amused? Thank you so much. And Cody, like I said, ain't no shame in my name. You know what? Somebody was telling me, they was like, I'm so happy you don't have fake hair. I'm like, what? They were like, I'm so happy you don't have fake hair. You don't got the weave on. Like, you know, I used to wear braids. I used to do like braids. I do like crochet. I do not like wigs. That's too much for me. I tried it before. Um, but after my surgery, I had to come. After my first set of brain surgeries in 2020, after that, I was like, yeah, I'm done. And I actually wore an afro for like 2 years, and then I dreaded it up. So, okay, so the noodles are just about done. I'm gonna get a colander and strain them, and then I'm probably gonna mix it together in this pot. And I'm gonna taste this sauce one more time. And you guys can see like how many times I do a taste tester. It's not like a one-time thing and that's it. Okay. And what I'll do before I drain my noodles off, because the water is really hot, I'll actually turn the pot off and let the noodles sit in the hot water and let the water kind of cool down a little bit before you know, drain it. Because it's hot. You got to be careful. So here we go. Okay, now it's perfect. We got the acidity out of there. And when I was growing up, my sister and my neighbor knew how to braid. But then when I went out to college and I moved down to Oregon, I taught myself how to braid hair because I had to do my own hair. So I'm glad I did. Years later, I ended up having a girl, which is Ava, and now I can do Ava's hair, so it's perfect. I do everything myself. I cook my own food, do my own hair. I do Ava's hair. I do my own stuff. I have heard that info about the pasta water. I've never done it myself, but I've seen that trick before. I have to try that one day. Okay, so we're gonna drain this off now. And remember I was telling y'all I like to mix my spaghetti together in one pot? I do. Just to be done with it. And that's how I grew up. I always had spaghetti was like a one pot dish. But if you want to keep your noodles and your sauce separately, that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I actually did that the other day. I think I made spaghetti and I kept it separate. Okay, Ava loves spaghetti. Kimmy said I learned how to braid hair in public school. I was so bored in class started on my own. Wow, that's crazy. See, that's what I'm talking about, public school. And, these public schools now, with all the shootings and stuff, all the violence. Oh, there was one incident that happened at Ava's school where there was actually an active shooter in my neighborhood. So they called me to come pick her up. You guys, I was so nervous. And when I went to pick her up, it was chaotic because all the parents were there to get their kid. So And then it's like the whole school was locked down. We had to come in and show our ID. And they had this big book of all the names and all the parents. And that was early. That was last school year, but earlier this year. And I said, man, if they would have called me and said, like, there was a shooting, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't imagine getting that call as a parent. Like, that's crazy. And it makes me really nervous, you know? And then I was like, I know I'm home all day. Why? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Why am I letting somebody else teach my kid? And they are not teaching these kids about Black history. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that's going to come from what you learn at home. But I get it. People need a break. People got to work. People are tired. Everybody's in a different situation, you know? I'm very blessed and very fortunate to be able to homeschool. All right. All right, that's how you make spaghetti, y'all. Well, that's one of the many, many ways. There are so many different ways to make spaghetti. So many different ways. And like I said, the next day, this is going to taste even better because all these flavors are really going to have time to really sit and marinate. And it's going to be really, really good. I don't have any Parmesan cheese, but I do have some shredded cheese, so I think I just put that on top. What did you guys eat today? What did y'all eat today? Ooh! Oh, Kimmy today, I took a DNA. You know what? I'm scared to do one of those because it's like I don't want to find out something that I don't need to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever my family is, I just want to leave. You know, it is what it is. I don't want to find nothing out. I don't need to know. Ooh. Somebody said, I got a blunt. Let me get a plate. That is funny. Okay, then what I like to do, I like to get a spoon and get some of the sauce. Okay, and I'm making 2 bowls because Ava loves my spaghetti. And she will eat this. She loves spaghetti. This is why I always make spaghetti on this channel, honestly. Because this is something that you can make for your family and everybody would like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to force her to eat spaghetti. She's gonna eat spaghetti. Like that. Turn the stove off. Put a little sauce on there. And then, spaghetti is great because you have a lot of leftovers. Also, this is why when people say they don't know how to feed their family or I don't know what the heck is going on with y'all, but let me tell y'all, spaghetti is a great meal to make. Look at all this spaghetti in here. We're going to be eating this for the next couple of days. And it's only going to get better and better over time. So all this, y'all gotta be problem solvers. All this, I don't know what to do, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Crazy work. Figure it out. But spaghetti's a great one. Look, two big bowls of hot full of spaghetti. My ground turkey was 29 cents a pound. Okay, so okay, I don't have any Parmesan, so I'm gonna put some regular cheese on top of mine, and we're gonna see how it tastes. Got the cheese right there, the Kobe Jack. I don't know if Ava's gonna want any cheese, so I'm not gonna put any cheese on hers. Girl, y'all, Ava is very bougie. I'll give her some food, and she's like, "This is cold." I'm like, "What? Girl, you gotta eat this food?" I don't know. Put a little parsley on there. She was like, "This is cold." Like, what? She was like, "It's good, but it's too salty." I'm like, "How did you get like this?" All right, y'all. So we got spaghetti, and this also can be considered a budget-friendly meal because, like I said, we found the ground turkey on sale. So there we go. Put a little cheese on it. Kimmy said Ava is a Gen Alpha, so that's some spaghetti. And the spaghetti noodles are cheap. Like, this is like probably like a $15 meal. Even if you get your ground meat at a regular price, it's still a good option. And thank you, Kimmy. So that is really, really hot. All right, y'all. We're going to get our situated at the table. Let me clean up a little bit. You know another good meal? Hey, Stanley. Have you tried herbs in the pasta water? No, I haven't. I normally just do salt. I've never heard of that either. So you put herbs in your pasta water? I have never heard of that before. But one thing I really love about this channel is that I also have been able to learn a lot from you guys. Y'all, because, we're the foodie gang. So when we share our cooking tips and our tricks, I have learned a lot. Like when Stanley said use sweet peppers instead of sugar, that was a smart, that's a small alternative. Hey, Fear No More, how you doing? She said, congratulations, keep rising. Yes, this channel is doing really good. And, a couple of months ago when I had my surgery, honestly, I didn't know what was going to happen. So, trusting God, and then I just prayed. I'm like, you know what, God, let me know what you want me to do. Because I'm trying to do my plan, but what I had to learn is that it is not your plan. It's really God's plan, So I'm like, God, lead me in the way that I need to go. Show me what I need to do. Because I had a really hard time this year. It's been a tough year for me. It's been very, very tough. But to see it getting better, very, very happy. Things are kind of starting to balance out. You know what I'm saying? So. And then Kimmy said there are pros in this chat, and then there's me cooking Kraft mac and cheese. Ain't nothing wrong with Kraft mac and cheese. When it's boiling, it imparts an essence about putting herbs in the water. I would have to try that. I've never heard that before, or never met anyone that did it. But that's why I like this channel because we share our cooking tips, and then some people in the chat can also do these tips. You know, just try new things. Yes, Emperor, 2025 has been rough, but to God the glory. I know. That's all I can really say. And that's why this whole food stamp situation, government shutdown, people are like, we don't know what we're gonna do. We gonna starve. We going hungry. I'm like, I'm gonna be good because I already know God got me. I'm not worried about what man is gonna do, what is gonna be taken away. Because at the end of the day, God got me, and you can kind of tell who don't really got that much faith because they freaking out and all that. Oh, I've heard of that spice before. Herbs de Provence. I've seen that when I was in culinary school. They used to have that. Yes. F&M's that God is able right now. Yes. I'm like, look, don't. Do you really think that your kids have been getting fed because of the government and not because of God? That's crazy. But we're going to get this movie to the table. Got my apples here. Somebody sent me. Let me go get Ava. Let's see if she want to do something. Hold on, y'all. I didn't put any cheese on yours because I didn't know if you wanted cheese.
I take like 2 bites.
So right there.
I take 3 bites and then I go to the
Dang, Ava. That one's mine. I put cheese on mine. I don't know if you want any cheese. I don't have any Parmesan.
Wait, can you put cheese on mine?
Okay, yeah. Okay, Ava wants cheese. Ava love being in her room, bro. I'm like, man, what you got going on up in there?
Yeah.
Ava be chilling. And right now, when I went in her room, it was dark. I was like, she has a bunk bed. I was like, Ava. And I was like looking at the bottom bunk. She was like, I'm up here. But Ava be chilling.
It's because there's nothing else to do.
She be chilling. And even when she goes to gymnastics, she gets back home, she get right in the bed. She put her bonnet on. She got a bonnet, y'all.
No, I don't.
I be having to tell her to take it off. It'll be 5 p.m. I was like, why do you have that on?
It's because
To protect her hair. Hold on, Ava. I'm going to get some utensils for us. And I want you to tell everybody how good my spaghetti is. Okay? Okay, it's going to get dark. I'm going to move you guys over to the table, though. What is you guys' favorite dinner?
My favorite dinner is spaghetti. This is the whole reason why we're here.
She's right about that. Her favorite is spaghetti. Okay, let's see. Let's set y'all down at the table. Hopefully everything... Oh! Laura's about to go bad. Here we go. Can you scoot over a little bit, Ava? Make sure that ring light all the way. Is that good? Okay. Woo! We got the set over here. Ooh, home cooked. My mama's lasagna is a fan favorite in my family. Okay, this is Ava's gift right here for Christmas. Shout out to Stanley. Thank you so much.
So I was right. It was Stanley.
Yeah, his name is on there. So Stanley.
Wait, can I see? I didn't see it.
Ava didn't even read it. He said, or it says Merry Christmas from Stanley.
I didn't see that part. I'm excited.
You're excited about the gift, or your spaghetti?
Both.
Both?
We'll take a bite.
Can you reach those napkins over there, Ava? No? Hey, Brandon, how you doing? Hey, but they said they need your review.
9.8. The reason why I wouldn't say a 10 because there's onions in here.
Yeah, it's hot. It's still warm. And then for Ava, I don't want her food to be scalding hot. You know what I'm saying? That's when people be in the chat. They be like, "Hurry up and eat." I be like, "I'm not gonna eat scalding hot food to get you to for what? Like, why would I burn my mouth?" Yeah, you can see the steam still coming from it and everything. You see that? It's hot. It's hot. Brandon said, I have a spaghetti recipe from a girl who lived in Italy. Shout out to Brandon and Emperor for knowing some real Italians. I feel like for me, I've eaten spaghetti so much that I'm very judgmental for spaghetti. But look at this. She's eating it so good. And you guys will see me cook sometimes and they will come up to me and be like, I'm hungry. But with spaghetti, the fight is over. I don't gotta fight. I don't gotta try to force her to eat it. None of that. She's just good. Yes, we are. Oh, Ava, they were asking about homeschool. And they were asking why. And I was telling them that we chose to do it this year. Oh, thank you. Someone said your hair is cute. Or Kimmy said your hair is cute.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I also do her hair myself.
And she makes it hurt.
What? Oh, I was telling them about we're doing homeschool because of gymnastics and it's just better for you. And your poor little body doing all that gymnastics, having to go to school. I know you was tired.
That's why I'm in my room. I would say the main reason why I want to be homeschooled because when I fractured my foot, I had a cast and crutches, and it was like the worst time of my school life, like my public school life.
I remember that. I kind of forgot about that. She had the crutches and had a boot on her foot. And
no, it was a cast.
Oh yeah, she had a cast and had crutches. And I felt so terrible sending her to school. And she was like, Mom, I don't want to go anymore. And it was towards the end of last school year. So I told the principal, like, hey, I'm just going to homeschool her. And then he was like, okay, we'll do these programs. And he was like, we're just going to give her an excused absence for the rest of the year. It was like, she had like a couple weeks, maybe like 2 weeks. And then that's when we really started it. But this year is when we really got serious about it. And we signed up for the program. Because the program was like, you got to start it when school starts, you know? But I remember that cast. I forgot about that. And she was just saying it was so hard to get around. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
It was hot?
It was kind of hot.
Okay. So, I forgot about that cast.
So what will happen is I just walk down the hallway, be like, what happened?
Oh, so irritating. So I used to walk her into school when she had the cast on, for real, to kind of help her. And they see that she's struggling getting down the hallway and I'm carrying all this stuff and they don't stop us like, what happened? Bro, we don't have time to talk to you right now. We're trying to get through all these kids. Like, why are you asking that question? And then it was weird. They would always ask me. They'd be like, "What happened to Ava?" I'm like, "Bro, that's your friend. Why don't you ask her?" So weird.
And then this one time, there was like a lot of kids, and it was like a whole
Oh.
line of like 10. It was like 12, and like another like maybe like 13 or 14. They're like, "What happened?" I'm like, my brain almost just exploded. I was gonna like shut up. Like my mental, my brain just like just be like my brain just like went like this and was like, oh my god.
Yes, and she was like, she kind of like had a breakdown. I was like, I don't want to go back to school. It's hard with this cast. And I'm thinking about it. Can you imagine being on a cat or having a cast on the crutches in elementary school with all those freaking kids, and they're all asking what happened, what happened. So she has to go through the story every time. You know what I'm saying? So I fell for her, and I have broken my right foot before, and I was miserable. And this is the meat sauce, and then someone said, "Is Ava your favorite child?" Yes, she is.
I'm her only child too. The only child too.
This is my only one. Just me and my baby. Someone said, "Nah, we need another one, or Kimmy." One day, if that's what God puts on his heart. But I do have a medical issue, so I'm like not really in a rut. You know, if that's what God wants me to do, that's what He wants me to do. But
I'm so confused what that box can be.
huh?
That present over there.
Oh. Now you right about that, Kimmy.
Cause I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I think it's gonna be good.
Yes, and you're gonna have a lot of gifts for Christmas to kind of wonder about and all that stuff. Yeah, Stanley put the fire under my feet because I got to get up on it. But I don't normally. Do you guys wait to put up your tree after Thanksgiving, or do you put it up right away?
I think you should put it up right away because
Yes.
first of all, I'll look nice, and second, it'll be so much easier.
Yes, so I normally wait till after Thanksgiving, but this year is different because we already have a gift. So, and I'm wearing the sunglasses because I just had surgery. And all the lights, I know it doesn't look super bright to you guys, but we have a ring light. The kitchen light is on, the light above the stove. When people live stream,
And the light.
it is very, very bright. There's a lot of
To
lights.
me, it's not that bright.
Yeah, and I used to be able to sit here like Ava and be perfectly fine, but then when I had surgery, my eyes are sensitive to like light. When you guys are not here, it's dark in here. If somebody came over, they were like, it's dark.
That's why I always have my light switch on because my light is like.
So when y'all are not here, I'm sitting in the dark, and this is how you know what I'm saying, how it'll be.
We'll have some lights on, but like that's big.
Yeah, and then when I was thinking about it, like why am I so affected by the light with this surgery? And I was thinking, my last surgery that I had in 2020, it was during Christmas time. Went and then in that time, during that time in Alaska, it is dark outside by 5 o'clock, and we have a couple hours of light. This surgery was in July, which was in the middle of summer, and then it never gets dark in Alaska during the summer. So then I had to think about it, like, why am I, why are my eyes hurting so bad? I was like, oh yeah, when I had surgery last time, it wasn't bright outside like this.
It was only like probably like 3-4 hours of lightness.
Yeah, so it wasn't that much light out there, so it was like, it didn't bother me. And then, but now it's like, I had it in summer, And Kimmy said I need to move to Alaska. I'll be sleeping at 6. You know.
When I feel like it's dark, like dark outside, I feel like I should just turn the lights off. Like,
Baby, you so cute.
that's just me.
You so cute, Ava. But yeah, so that's why I got the sunglasses on. And normally when I'm done with this live stream, all these lights is going off. And I'm gonna go back to sitting in the dark.
That's why my
like a
lights off all
vampire.
the time. Because you'd be like, huh?
It's like my eyes. Even when I be like driving, I've just started back driving like this month.
It was good news.
The
You haven't
lines,
crashed yet.
that's a blessing and great news, yes. The lines in the road, like you know those little white lines, they be bothering me. So I don't drive. When my head starts to hurt, I stop driving. I'm like, okay, I'm done for the day. So Kimmy said, does that mess with y'all's sleep cycle? It definitely freaking does. Definitely messes with your sleep cycle in the summer when it's light outside all day long. I've done some live streams where I'll be like barbecuing, and one time I was out there at like 10 o'clock at night, and everybody was like, dang, it is so light outside. I'm like, yeah. People like, y'all could not believe it. But I've done a lot, like season 2, we were going to the lake a lot during season 2. And so, yeah, I have a lot of content, a lot of videos. We just hit the 1,000 video mark. So,
What does that mean?
we have 1,000 videos over here. 400 on your channel. And oh, speaking of channels, Ava, tell me about your channel. What's going on, Mel? Take your time, girl. Take your time, girl. They ain't going nowhere yet. We'll leave before y'all leave.
So, I have a YouTube channel called It Was Playtime. I like the YouTube channel, but I wouldn't say we post all the time, like once in a while.
Yes, she's correct. But Ava's Playtime was our first YouTube channel. And the only reason why 907 exists is because of Ava. Honestly, I never even, like, when I was growing up, I never even was like, I want a YouTube channel. I never said that. Ava actually wanted a YouTube channel. And I was like, okay, Ava, when we get, because, like, we were in Oregon, then we moved, and we didn't have our own spot. We were staying with somebody. I said, Ava, when we get our own apartment, our own little spot, I'll get...
Or house.
Or house. Hey, Kat! I was like, I'll make you a YouTube channel. So, we made it when she was 5. She's 8 now. And then we made Ava's Playtime, and I was like, I kind of like this. I liked editing videos and all that stuff, but Ava never wanted to film. So I was like, you know, I'm always cooking. I started posting my content on Facebook, and people loved it. So I was like, well, let me start a channel, and then it'll be registered as an adult channel. And it, you know, let me start my cooking channel, and then it just, here we are, 7,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. We are almost at 1 million views on this channel, and I'm glad I didn't listen to people, and I kept going with my channel. People thought I was so crazy when I started my channel, because we live in Alaska, and a lot of people think, oh, we live here, it's whack, it's, you know what I'm saying? But there's actually a lot of content creators out here. A lot of them are TikTok. There's a lot of people that have channels already out here, but the people around me really didn't support my channel until they saw me up here every damn day cooking and talking. Ava, can you hand me that blue knife out of there so I can cut one of these apples? Okay, when I eat apples, I like to cut them. Don't ask me why. But, you know, I'm glad that I continue. Thank you. I'm glad that I continue to do what God sent me to do, which was to teach people, motivate people, and inspire people. And I'm glad that I did not listen to people that had negative things to say. Even the trolls, the Emperor's walking right now. I'm glad I didn't listen to y'all. Because y'all wanted me to stop a long time ago. Look, do not listen to the people that don't believe you. Listen to the people that support you. And what we're doing on this channel, I didn't even know this. A lot of people don't know how to cook or don't or we're not taught to cook. We are teaching people how to cook. We are motivating people to do what they never thought that they could do. You know? Like this, so we're doing good things, and I'm glad I never gave up. Don't give up, y'all. Keep going.
Don't mind me eating over here. I'm invisible.
So, you know, don't listen to the negativity. Block it out. But now they see me over here on YouTube doing a big thing. Guess what happened? People try to get their channel started, but Big Manga's already in first place. Because I started 2 years ago, 3 years ago with Ava's Playtime, 2 years ago with this channel. So they 2 years behind and spent all that time talking about me. And now I'm in. Now you know what I'm saying. Now we up here. Now it's too late. This is a one woman show. One woman and one girl. We don't need nobody. We build our own sets, do our own hair, pick our own clothes out, edit our own videos, shoot our own videos, make our own make our own thumbnails. We good now. We done figured it out. Mm-hmm.
I would say I'm kind
Period.
of full right now.
Period.
I'm surprised you actually put this much food in my bowl.
Oh, you don't have to eat it all. The reason why y'all always see me.
Oh, you put it so it looks nice.
Yeah. So it looks cool for the video. We're gonna save all this food. And that's another thing. Y'all better stop acting like you too good to eat leftovers. Thank you so much, Kat, for did I say the right name? Yeah, that was Kat. For gifting lady. Okay, or you can just put it on the counter. When your food is still hot, don't put it in the fridge right away because it will bring the temperature of the whole fridge up. So leave it on the counter and let it cool down first. And when you put it in the fridge, you want it to be room temp. Ava, can you hand me my coffee cup over there? Or I need a drink. But thank you so much, Kat, for gifting lady.
I can give you more.
No, I'm good. I had a water somewhere. Oh, that jug over there. That little cup. And yes, we are in Alaska. The 9 And then, y'all, when I told people what my channel was called, they thought it was crazy too. They said 907. What? I'm like, look, bro, you don't understand. Some of y'all have never met nobody from Alaska. You probably are not going to in your life either.
This is what someone she told me that the YouTube channel was gonna be called 907. I'm like, well, that's good because I thought it means 9, which means that 9 means like how good the food was.
Ooh, I like that, Ava.
And then I thought, oh, like 9 O's, like 907, like the O. I would say it's kind of like an O.
So let's cut this open.
I thought it mean like OMG, the food means so good. And I thought the 7 means invite 7 of your friends to eat it.
Yeah. I like that. So shout out to Tyrone for sending us these apples and the gum. I have been chewing a lot of gum because I am working on getting the right side of my face back moving again, like how it was before, trying to get my facial expressions back. All right, Ava.
Make sure you buy her Amazon wish list.
Yes.
And
Can you
mine.
push that forward? Yes. Shop Ava's Christmas list and my Amazon wish list. Yeah. Can you push it forward a little bit? Okay. There we go. Perfect. Yes. Shop the list. Support us. And if you can't, hit the like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like, that's really all the support that we really need. You know, God will provide. And that's what a lot of people right now need to remember. God will provide. Not the government, but God. But you know what? Y'all do what y'all want out here. So we're going to cut this apple up. We're going to try it. Shout out to Tyrone for sending us these apples. So, but yes, y'all, God will provide. That is what people have forgotten. And they're putting more trust in man than in God. They ain't even talking about no God. But God will provide. So you know, like when you know that, and you are very spiritual, and you know what I'm saying, like you don't be worried about stuff. That's why y'all don't see me on these panels arguing with nobody, cause I don't got time. I got shit to do. I'm trying to get into the algorithm. Okay, I ain't got time to be going back and forth with y'all. Yes, Ava's Christmas list is in the chat. Shout out to Nightbot. Ava! I'm gonna have Ava hand me my other phone so that I can read the chats because they're going kind of quick. Well, they're not going quick, but I'm y'all know I be talking. I be talking a lot. We over here at 1,000+ videos. When I say I talk, I talk. You should never depend on the government. These MF hate us. Yes. Never. Never. And even with me, I'm on disability currently. You guys know about my health issues already. I'm on disability and I'm going through some things. Having, multiple brain surgeries. But what do you see me up here doing every day? I'm on YouTube. I'm trying to get into the algorithm. You know why? Because if something ever happens on my disability check, I'm going to eat. And I'm going to put food on the table. And so I'm, even with the disability, I'm not solely dependent on that. Because in today's time, you do need to have multiple sources of income. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to just be honest. Shit happens. So, we have Honeycrisp apples here. Shout out to Tyrone. Kimmy said, that doesn't mean you can't take benefits, but y'all, these people will take that rug from beneath you. Yes. You can get your benefits, but you need to have another plan. Now, the people that just sat at home and collected their checks and wasn't grinding, wasn't building a business in the meantime, wasn't building a brand, now you're years behind everybody else who was building, who was grinding. But y'all don't want to listen to me, so the government finna show y'all. Mmm. It's right here. I don't even need no peanut butter. Yes, and I don't even give people. History tells us and has shown us that we cannot trust these people. I I don't know what people be looking at. But and then Ava, come here. And then I think it's unfair that the people who should be getting these food stamps and these benefits are getting a very small amount. Like the elderly, the disabled people, those are the people that should be getting hundreds of dollars in support as far as the food stamp go, not the woman who laid down and had a whole bunch of freaking kids. So I think they need to like restructure the program as well and make it a little bit more fair. Like you telling me that if I would have had 5, 6, 7 kids, I would have got $1,000+ in food stamps, and I would have got a city. And yes, and the veterans too. You, like what? So I need to have a whole bunch of kids running around here for me to get help. But if I'm disabled, old, and a veteran, I get crumbs. What? So I think the program is a little unfair and it needs to be a little bit restructured. Because right now, what it's I don't know what Ava's doing. Maybe she's in a food coma and she went to sleep. People with children get 6,000 if they go to college. Oh, are you talking about the grants? And then I was watching this video. Somebody was talking about the grants too for the colleges and stuff and the schools with the government being shut down. I said that's a really good point. That people do go to school just to get government or just to get the stipend and so that they can live off. No, stop. Oh, this is my tax mark. I'm like, what is this right here? It's, you know when you have a shirt and you have those little things on the side and you hang up on the thing. I'm like, what? I thought it was a piece of hair. Yes, the FAFSA and yeah. But people have found so many ways to scam and so many shortcuts. It's like, why don't you spend all that time doing something legit? Hey, 85. Like, you spend all this time trying to scam, trying to sell drugs, trying to funnel money out of the government. Like, what if you spent that time doing something legit? You might be somewhere right now. My brother used to always say this. He would say when people try to take shortcuts and then the shortcuts come back on them and they end up in jail or, down the wrong path, then you lose all that time because you could have spent that time really applying yourself to something. And I think he's absolutely right on that. Mm-hmm. He will provide. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Anybody watching this channel is gonna be alright. Cause not only do I know how to cook, but I'm okay with teaching people what I do know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'ma help y'all. And like, and then it's like they got all these. Yes, they did pick out the good ones. Okay, so shout out to Tyrone. Sent this to Instacart. They picked out the good. They did. These are really juicy, and I don't even like Honeycrisp apples because I feel like every time I get them, they always go bad. But these ones right here, like they were trying to get that tip. Mm-hmm. Mine too, Kimmy. We were poor growing up. But I always tell myself this. Mm-mm. I always tell myself this: I was born poor, but I'm dying rich though, and that's how I feel about it. Even if somebody is born into poverty, or you're poor, or you lose your job, you ain't got no money. That don't mean things ain't never gonna turn around. Your mind and what you tell yourself, and the conversations you have with yourself matter. If you wake up every day and you saying bad stuff, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna start to believe that. So the things that you tell yourself matter. Here we said we have recessions and hurricanes back to back. Do you guys think that 2026 we're gonna go into another recession? What do y'all think about that? Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. And some people like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We gonna starve. I'm like, bro, that's a wrong mindset to have. Like, what? What you talking about? Okay, some people. Okay. I'm gonna put this video out tonight. This gentleman was saying this. He was like, I think what Trump is doing is gonna bring back families because you're not gonna have all these women saying, "Oh, I can do it on my own. I don't need no man," and all that. So, from the men's perspective, what Donald Trump is doing with the EBT going away and all that stuff is it's gonna give people a wake up call and bring families back together. That is what some of the men think. I'm the type of person where I listen to all sides and then I formulate an opinion. And yes, Kat, positive thoughts, man. When you're thinking like, damn, I'm a star, I'm gonna get evicted, I'm gonna hurt myself. Like you gotta talk it into existence. Like when I say I'm dying rich, that's what you gotta be like positive. Kimmy said Donald Trump is forcing the military to do things they don't want to do. Did you guys hear about Gavin Newsom is deploying the National Guard to California to help with the food banks? I kind of feel like America was already broken before Donald Trump got here. Not saying that he's not doing bad things or whatever, but let's just be real here, bro. This America was already fractured long before Trump got here. Not saying that he's doing good or bad. I'm just saying it was already jacked up. I don't know what people was talking about. Hey, G Honda, what's going on? He said salute on the 7K. Y'all make sure y'all check out Stillmatic, his YouTube channel. There's some great content creators in the chat right now. And if you are someone that is aspiring to be a content creator, lock in with other content creators. Support other people. Comment on other people's videos and really get to know who your coworkers are gonna be. Cause that's what we all are, coworkers. You know what I'm saying? So like I used to go on people's shows, like on the panel. I'd be up there for hours. Like I'm telling you, supporting other content creators is something that a lot of people really don't pay any mind to, but it makes a big difference. Big difference. And when I get my money right, I'm gonna support other content creators financially too. And Kimmy said, yes, America was bad, but I feel so bad because the military top guys are leaving. Yes, we gotta hold each other up. We gotta support each other. But a lot of people out here want to just fight everybody, and that's that. Look, for me, YouTube is my workplace. I work here. I don't need to be making all these freaking enemies and arguing with people. Like it's not even that deep. When I get off of here, I'm off of here. And you guys see blind to blind teach two great content creator. He actually is the one that sent me all these goodies. And I one thing I would say was when I did make my YouTube channel and I got on Facebook, I thought it was cool just to meet other people with disabilities as well, to see that like even if you are someone with a disability, it is still possible for you to continue on. He is a blind content creator, and I'm so glad that you share your story with us because for me, I have never personally met anyone that has been blind. But you got to think like, how do you live your life like that? So I appreciate you sharing your journey with us because we are able to learn from you. I do not have a stream schedule. Let me tell you something. My life is hectic. Yeah. And I be streaming randomly. So turn on the notification bell. Yes, I have not had this gum since I was like a kid. But shout out to Tyrone Blind Teeth 2. I gotta say it right. But I haven't had this gum in a long time. He said, "Oh, thank you." And yes, you come over to mine. Yes, y'all subscribe to his YouTube channel. And before people judge people, I think that when someone is up here with a disability and they're making content, I think that that should be appreciated. I really do. There are people that are able-bodied, don't got nothing wrong with them, and have been talking about starting a channel for years. And then you see people like me and Tyrone, and we are people that have disabilities, and we're up here making content all the time. It needs to be appreciated, needs to be respected, because there's people out, like I said, that are ain't got nothing wrong with them, still ain't started a channel. Only talked about it. Okay, so I'm gonna try the Hubba Bubba, but I haven't had this gum in a long time. And yes, thank you to Stanley too for getting Ava her first Christmas gifts. Mm. Mm. This is so much gum. I can't even talk right now. But I got all my goodies. It is. What flavor is it? Strawberry watermelon. Freaking. I don't even like watermelon, but this is good. Oh, the circle one that you like pull out maybe like a strip. I know what you're talking about. That's what Ava be doing. Ava be like inhaling her gum. I feel like she would go through so much gum. Hey, how you doing? 954. How you doing? A little bit nigga, every time I see you, like you got a different name. Mm-hmm.
Do you want me apple?
Oh yeah, I can get you this one right here. What's the rest of this? Okay, Ava's gonna try some of the apple too. You want some gum?
Yeah, sure.
I'm trying to leave that so I can see her. Hey, where's my co-star?
Yeah, because I hope to be a YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a co-star.
And Ava got a cool job because she gets to come what she want.
Yeah, I get to come whenever I want.
Ava, this apple right here, girl.
Is it good?
It's juicy. I didn't even use peanut butter. I usually use peanut butter. Okay, try one and then we know what you're going to do. You're going to take and go to your room. Come a little closer. Kimmy said she should audition for Germany. Hey, Vince. Hello from Germany. Oh, sorry, I read it wrong. She should audition for Disney. I think Ava would be great for that job.
Great for what job?
Disney Channel, but I'll be honest with y'all. I don't like what be going on there with them kid stars. I don't like it.
It's good. I got this shirt from my mom.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Red, how you doing? I just wanted to do this live stream to really thank everyone for all of the support.
I'm going to thank Stanley for the present.
Yes, and then you're going to thank Tyrone for the apples and the gum. And Ava already ate a whole pack of gum. I don't know. I think she be swallowing it. She says she don't, but...
I don't.
Yeah, I agree with you, Emperor. That's why I never went that route with my kid. People were telling me, oh, you should get her a modeling. And I'm like, nah. I'd rather her be a YouTuber. Because that's... Nah, I don't trust y'all.
I'm not swallowing it. It's just in the trash can. It's just because it's...
I'm with you, though, Emperor. I don't like the way they be doing them kids at Disney. Y'all be seeing them years later, wilding out.
Can I have a piece, though?
Hmm?
Can I have a piece?
Oh, yeah. Someone said, what's your Zelle? I do not have Zelle, but I do have PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. You good? Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Ava, I want you to hand me my phone over there so I can pull up the chat. Girl, I was calling you. Mr. Walker, hey, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Always coming through supporting. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so Mr. Walker, y'all gotta check out Single by Choices. They kind of react to Kendra G. There's another woman that they react to. I don't remember her name. Ashley Dalton. And they be going in. I'm Mr. Walker, I'm gonna head over to y'all channel because I want to hear what y'all saying about this EBT food stamp situation. Cause y'all be having me rolling. And Tyrone, what do you mean playing around with the gum like blowing bubbles? I haven't blew a bubble in a minute. Ava, do you want these apples? She was like, can you cut them up for me? Took one and did. Ava, go on. Y'all see how she played me? They don't do music reactions. They kind of react to... How would you explain it? Okay, so Single by Choices. What they do is they take videos and they react to what the person is saying, pretty much. How do I explain it, Mr. Walker? Because he said the EBT madness is heating up. Yes, this is why I gotta head over to y'all channel because a lot of this stuff you guys are already saying before all this happened. So now I know y'all cracking jokes over there. But you know, okay, so one day I was over there, right? and they were talking about like women shouldn't have hand tattoos. Okay, there you go. Miss Walker said we react to dating and relationship content. Perfect way to put it. Well, one day I was over there, right? And they were talking about like how women shouldn't have hand tattoos. I was like, well, and then I was in the chat. I was like, well, I got a hand tattoo. And someone said it was so funny. I was like, well, that's me. Someone said, I hope my taxes go down. They won't. They won't. They're probably gonna go up. Let's be real. The government always gonna find a way to take our money. But it was just so funny because I was like, I have a hand tattoo. But that's okay. And then Blind said, I'm over here having me some bubblegum too, and I got him snapping real loud where it would echo. How do you do that? Like, I can't do all that. Man, it's hard for me to talk with this gum in. I feel like it's gonna fall in my mouth. Good night, Kimmy. Good night, Kimmy. Thank you for coming. I hope you come back. Oh, wait a minute. Mr. Walker, I've been talking a lot about the EBT. And just to like see all these different videos, all these different people saying they don't know what they gonna do, they gonna starve. It's crazy. Okay, all right. All right, Blind. Uncompromised said, bless you all. Okay, let me get the chat pulled up on my phone because I feel like I'm missing a couple of comments. You know, some content creators, they don't read all the comments, and I get it. I like to read all the comments now, but when I'm cooking, I have learned, like, when I'm cooking, don't even worry about it because it's not possible. It's not possible to, okay, you guys, we're at 7,800 and probably like 20 followers, I think. What do you guys want to do when we get to 8,000? That's where I was like, I was kind of tired today, but I was like, let me go do this live now because in a little bit, we're going to have to do another celebration for the 8K. Someone said Kendra Slee's reactions. Yes. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Kendra G and her dating show, but she has a show on you. But she has it on, I think, on Instagram. I think they even do it on Facebook and YouTube, where people can call in, and then she goes through a list of questions, and people like, answer the questions, and they try to like get hooked up with a mate. But I don't know, man. Like, I don't. And then one of the people that was on there, El Cheapo, which is another content creator, actually interviewed one of the people, and he said he met up with a girl before, and they kind of had a little something something going on, but it didn't work out in the end. But yeah, it's on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. But I don't think anybody ever actually finds a mate. Cat said a huge spread of food once you hit 8K. What type of food? What type of food? Oh, you know what? Have you guys ever heard of Spanakopia? Am I saying it right? It's like Greek. I have a big box of those in the like a Costco size box in the freezer. So maybe we should do some like Greek food or something. We need to do something. Cat said a big spread of food. Girl, you know food prices going up. People ain't got money for food like that. Ooh, I love me some Asian food, Thai food. I'm all here for that. Okay, you guys. So yeah, we're gonna be doing the 8K subscriber celebration very, very soon here. Um, Trying to figure out what we're gonna do. Honestly, for this one, I didn't even think we was gonna. I didn't know all this was gonna happen. But God is good. We are very blessed, and we're gonna keep going and keep making content, and we're gonna keep cooking. We're gonna keep cooking. We're gonna keep reporting on the madness that's going on out here. I'm gonna keep giving you guys these recipes, and yeah, and we're about to go into the holiday season. Jeff said 10K by Monday. What's today? Thursday? Nah, I don't know, Jeff. That might be too extreme. I don't know, but you never know. God is good, you know. Cause man, I'm telling you, when you get that first 100 subscribers, you be so happy. It is so hard in the beginning of your channel to get people to watch, but don't give up. Keep going. One day you're gonna look up, and there'll be a whole bunch of people in there. There'll be a whole bunch of support. I think it's really just getting started that is the hard part for a lot of people. But once you get started and you get the wheels turning, it becomes easier. Like a lot of people, somebody told me this. They was like, you always going live. And how you got a problem with me going live? What am I supposed to be doing up in here? Like, Jeff said, claim it. Someone said, Jesus loves you. Amen, amen. But yeah, people are like, you always going live and you always going to work. What's the problem? People are just absolutely crazy sometimes. Like, now you're complaining about me going live. How is this affecting you? You know, but you gotta eat, sleep, and breathe YouTube. For the last 3 years of my life, I treat YouTube like a job. I really do. I normally I have a calendar, which I need to do again. I haven't done it in the last couple of months because life's been hectic. But I got a calendar for the month. Every day on there, I write down which live I'm doing, which content I'm posting. I'm telling y'all, like, I'm so serious about this YouTube thing. And I didn't think I was going to be, but for me, I got to write everything down. So I'm going to get my calendar back. I'm going to get back on it. Y'all know I've been going through a lot these past couple of months. But yeah, I'm serious about this. When I tell people, I'm like, hey, I got to go home. I got a lot to do. Like, when, you know what I'm saying? I know I'll be late, but I don't be so late where it be like 2 hours later. You know what I'm saying? But when I set up a live stream, like, I clean the kitchen, I get the food. You know, I'm very serious about it. People don't understand, but I tell you what. I bet you they get it now. Cause y'all was working so hard to keep them little benefits. They going away. And you know what? I think I am kind of happy about it. After I've seen the entitlement, after I've seen the Cardi B nails, the wigs, the crazy lashes, and I like my lashes. I wear them too, but some people do the most with it. And they get the longest ones they could find. And then you want to come up in here and be talking all crazy, whipping your neck. You don't want to listen to nobody, but you want to follow what the government says so you can keep getting them benefits. And you think you better than me? Guess what? You about to find out. You about to find out. And then you going to come back to me and you like, girl, you was so right. I should have listened to you. Yeah. I tried to get you on the path to getting your own money and to being a hustler, and you was looking at me like I was crazy, like I was the odd one out. But now, I'm kind of happy because a lot of people are gonna have a news flash that I feel need to have one. You need to have a wake up call. You need to. Hey Arnell, how are you doing? We're celebrating our 7,000 subscribers. We made turkey spaghetti, and then Blind sent me some apples and some bubble gum, and then we have a gift for Christmas from Stanley for Ava, and so this was like a thank you live stream to kind of celebrate all of our accomplishments. I know I didn't go live yesterday, so you know what I'm saying, it's kind of we just sitting up here talking. Y'all know how we do. Over 1,000 videos. Your girl be talking. Oh yes, Arna, I do. And I remember you were asking me. You were like, "When are you gonna make spaghetti again?" And I was like, Are you guys okay?" Because I know I have made spaghetti so many times on this channel, but I have to keep in mind that like, as new people get here, they haven't seen me making spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? Um. Kat said, "Going to bed, chef. Work in the morning. Love you guys. Have a good night." Thank you so much for stopping by. We hope all is well with you. And I am just so happy that, you know, I continued on with this channel. And that's like, y'all like my little family. People don't get our bond. When I be live streaming, when I be at like restaurants or I'll be out like at the park or something, people be looking at me like that woman is crazy. They're probably be like, who is she talking to? Cause when I be on here, I be serious. I be talking. I look. This is who I am. I be in a whole. They probably be like, is she talking to herself? Not knowing that there's people on the other side of this screen. You know what I'm saying? But I know people be looking at me like I'm crazy. I be like, the foodie gang this. I be like, I know they tired of me, but guess what? They gonna stay tired, cause I ain't going nowhere. um, and you guys, we used to have merch. Um, but the company closed down that was making the merch. So by the end of this year, one of my goals is to get the merch back up and running so that you guys can really support and, you know, like really be a part of the foodie gang, be a part of 907 Good Eats. So that's one of my goals for this year is like by the end of this year, I want to definitely have some merch for you guys so that y'all can support the channel. And you know, when you come to the Foodie Gang, 907 Good Eats, it's like a little piece of this channel in your kitchen permanently, or in, you know, or in your closet, you know, that you can. So that's one of my goals for the end of this year. All right, all right. All right, all right. Thank you so much, Arnell. He said, congratulations on 7K. Keep it going. We are definitely going to keep going. Like, I don't think anybody should ever give up. I really don't. I really don't. You know, there's times where you do need to walk away from a certain situation, but giving up, it's like, I don't even know how to give up. I really don't. I really don't. Like, I don't even, like, what do you do when you give up? You just sit there? Like, I don't get it. You know, that's why people are like, what are we going to do? How are we going to make it? I don't ever even question stuff like that. How am I going to make it? I don't even say stuff like that. Because that, to me, doesn't even make any sense. Like I said, God will provide. But thank you so much, Arnell. And thank you guys so much because when we were traveling this summer, you guys came with me to Chicago, Alabama, Georgia, and Las Vegas. Like, the foodie gang supported, came on a trip, and now we back in Alaska. Like, man, y'all are really awesome. I really, really appreciate y'all. People don't understand our bond, but they don't have to because it's between me and y'all. So, Whatever they don't get is what they don't get. I have another video that I'm gonna put out in probably about 30 or so minutes. So like I said, keep those notifications turned on. Check out some of my food stamp content. It is doing really, really well. And as long as this shutdown continues, as long as this EBT food stamp drama drags on, I am going to be right there to report on it and to keep you guys in the loop about what is going on, because food is what we do here. And so anything that's going on with the food, just come right over here to 907 Goodies, because we're going to be talking about it. We're going to be reporting on it. Um, Anything to do with food. We got to talk about it. And I just can't believe that somebody is getting like $3,500, $2,400 in stamps a month. Like, nigga, what? And you talking about how you ain't got no food? What is going on here? I just feel like a lot of people don't know how to shop, or they don't know what to buy to make a meal. They're buying like microwavable stuff, hot pockets and little pizzas. They're buying a lot of like junk food and snacks because you got $900 a month and you ain't got no food? What? That sounds like a you problem because you don't know what the hell you're doing. I was watching this one video. It was so funny. This guy was like, he had a basket, and he was like, this is what you use when you got a job, you gotta work. And then he went and got a little arm basket. Exactly. When you don't have a lot of money for food, you're not wasting it and buying a bunch of frivolous stuff. And but I do feel like these grocery stores and these companies that make all this junk food, and like I said, the grocery stores, they are definitely going to feel an effect. Because it sounds like the government spends billions of dollars on SNAP, food assistance, food stamps. So it's like, you got to think all that money just going away. So we're going to see convenience stores closing down, gas stations closing down. You know what I'm saying? And then they're making it to where you can't even buy junk food on EBT no more. So all this little snacks and stuff, people going to have to pay for it out of their pocket. I know one thing, people going to slim down. People going to lose weight. Because who buying you all them cookies? Who buying all them candy, all them sodas, and them snacks? On top of my roof? Who, please? But we finna see. Okay, so Aquastar said that is one reason why people are losing it. A big SSA waste. Selling stamps and then foreigners being out in front of people that need it. Tuh. Absolutely. Absolutely. Maybe this is a reboot to see who really needs it. I think so too. And that's why the Trump administration wants the information about who's actually getting these benefits. Because it seems like a lot of people that tacked onto the system and are just committing fraud and scamming at this point. I really believe that. And I think they want to reboot it and redo the system and restructure it. Which to some degree, I do agree with it needing to be restructured. Because how are the elderly, the people that can't work, you know what I'm saying, getting like $80, $30, $100 in SNAP, and then a woman with 5, 6 kids gets thousands of dollars? Are you kidding me? And then you're going to supplement her rent and everything else? So now you're encouraging people to have kids. That's what's going on. And right now, I know people are hella mad. But I think in the long run, like you said, rebooting the system, changing people's mindsets, Bro, people don't even want to go out and work. Or they don't want to, like, start a business. They want to make sure that they are in between the income limits to get the benefits. It's kind of crazy. Arnell said, thank you for letting me tag along on wonderful trips. Chicago, Birmingham, Atlanta, and Las Vegas. What a great time. I agree with you. And I can't wait to be going on our next trip, Foodie Gang. I don't know where it's going to be or what we're going to do, but I really like traveling and trying different food and then doing live streams. Like, I had a lot of fun. I really did. Uh, I had a lot of fun. You know, and then it's like another thing that was kind of cool was like cooking in different kitchens. I think that that was cool too. It kind of like added a layer of difficulty because I wasn't in my normal kitchen and where I know everything is. But I do think it was fun to kind of like change the set. You know what I'm saying? I think so. I really like traveling, and I need to travel more. I need to travel more. But I will say it is harder and it costs a lot more coming from Alaska. But I really loved traveling and I definitely want to go back to Chicago. The food there was amazing and now it's cool because when I do travel, it's like I've made so many friends all over the world through this platform. And so it's like every state I go to, somebody's in. And I think that that was cool. And I really had a good time meeting meeting Angela from the chat, meeting El Cheapo and doing a live stream with her. Like I was like, this would be a cool little like a job where I get to travel around and meet people. You know, I think that would be a lot of fun. And so we're gonna do it again, for sure. Definitely gonna travel some more, and you know we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get up out of here. I need to turn these lights off and sit in the dark. But thank you guys so much, Foodie Gang. I love y'all so much. And I really look forward to these live streams. And it was so crazy because like today before I got on here, I was tired. I was laying down. And then as soon as I get here, I'm like happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like go mode content creator. So you know, I love being here. I love what I do. You know, which is just cooking, being myself, talking to people. I really enjoy it. But I'm going to get that food stamp video out tonight. Check out some of my content that I put out recently. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, support the channel, and also join the channel, get a membership. That's a great way to show your support on a monthly basis. And every Saturday, we do a members only live chat where we are cooking and we talk to the members and the moderators. It is a lot of fun. So get a membership. Shout out to the sponsors of the show. Shout out to the gifted membership. I believe it was from Kat to Lady. Thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next one. We're going to be doing the 8K celebration very, very soon here. So stay tuned for that too. And I'll see you on the next one. Let me get some water before I do my Foodie gang. Okay. Let me get ready. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Y'all already know what I say when I get up out of here. Foodie gang. Foodie gang. See y'all next one. Peace. And lady, you were gifted a membership. Hold on, y'all. We got to come back. Okay, lady, you were gifted a membership during this live from Kat. And lady, I hope all is well with you. And I hope you're doing great. And we will see you on the next one, lady. And I'll say it again for you because I know you like it. Foodie gang. Foodie gang. Peace. I'll see y'all next one.